Even though the presidential election is over a year away, November 2004, the candidates are already on the trail raising money for their campaigns, and we came up here to New Hampshire to follow some of them around. The space was tight, but that made it all the more personal.
And you're going to do a lot for education, right?
You bet I am.
This is my Aunt Mary.
I think it's amazing that you can just walk right up to these candidates, that people from this town, just regular people, can just show up and meet the presidential candidate if they want. And typically that's something you just don't get to see.
I won't be blaming my mistakes on somebody else. You know, the dog isn't going to eat my homework.
Why did you decide to run again this year?
I just couldn't wave this president through for 4 more years.
Every day, dozens of sites are looted for valuable Native American remains and artifacts. What has been a hobby of relic hunting for some has become a multi-million-dollar commercial market for others. As the government's only full-time agent enforcing ARPA, John Fryer spends a lot of time on the road. So as we went through a desert that appeared vast and undisturbed, Fryer saw the land differently.
This is a new dig here. In fact, if you look on that edge, there's some bone here. You can see the bone.
How many cases have you worked on in your career?
Probably a couple of hundred. Cases that involved human remains are always important. There's always something at stake there because, to me, these are people. A man out of southern Utah, in an undercover operation, talked about when he dug graves, how he would take the toys out of the baby's hands.
Come on, let's walk to Mommy. Say hi.
Is it really hard for you when you go to see him?
Sad because he can't really do anything by himself. He can't really walk. He needs help to walk. He can still eat and he can eat on himself, but he can't really understand what we're doing there. Give me a smile.
Does he speak anymore? Just makes sounds,
yeah.
but doesn't.
Yeah. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. If he does die, I think it'll be the same way it is now, because he's really dead now. You can't, I still can hug him and kiss him, but he's gone.
It's one of the most rigorous schools in America,
Sir, sir.
where students are challenged physically, academically,
Speak up now or forever hold your peace.
and emotionally.
Service still the same as master!
This is the Corps Cadets at the Citadel, South Carolina's military academy that only male students were allowed to attend for well over a century.
Somebody would say, leave my school, get out of here, we don't like you. On some cases, you didn't know if it was because you're a woman or if it was just because you were a cadet.
To learn discipline, a Nob has to live under stress 24/7.
What are you doing? Please get him something to drink.
For women, Nancy said, it was worse.
It's called Sojourn to the Past, a 10-day trip through the American South to learn firsthand about the civil rights movement.
In Tuskegee, Alabama, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
For the students on this journey, there is often an awakening, one triggered by a person or a place. For many, it was the Civil Rights Memorial in Montgomery, Alabama, a monument engraved with the names of those who died in the struggle.
When I was at the memorial site and I put my hand over the water and over the names, I imagined that all of that water that was coming out was all the blood of these people that gave up so much and fought for so much.
If you close your eyes, you honestly felt like those people were standing around you in a circle. You were really understanding what they did for this country.
When you see these names, you see these people, you see what happened to them, and you see what they were doing, it breaks your heart because they did it for you.
The Elephant Sanctuary.
Hi, this is Errol Barnett with Channel 1 News.
Welcome, I'll buzz you in.
Thanks. We've been granted the opportunity to enter the nation's largest natural habitat for Asian elephants. It's not open to the public and they have limited human contact. They were bigger than I imagined, and as several approached us, I'll admit I got a bit nervous. Carol. Carol. These animals are amazing.